So Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, girl, it really wasn't much, okay? Let's just start off with Sierra having the wake, or the call to rest, girl, just a ceremony, a get together amongst her family and friends for her grandma Pumpkin. Everything that Sierra learned about cooking and food, she got from her grandma Pumpkin. Okay, so shout out to Grandma Pumpkin, because I got me some ghetto girl eat seasonings on the way to the house right now. So shout out to Sierra and RIP to Grandma Pumpkin. Rennie Rucci also came through. And y'all know my girl is still struggling with the passing of her mother. And so, they cried together, We cry, cry together. Oh, okay. When I cry, you cry, we cry together. When I cry, you cry, we cry together. All right. I appreciate y'all. I had to get that off my chest. It was sad. It was really sad. But whenever I see people cry, and I put it in the notes that they cried together, I was gonna have to sing the OJs. I was just gonna have to. Okay. Mixed with a little more. Gonna have to. All right. So that was really all we got from them. But bitch, on the internets, let me pause. Stop. Pause before we continue. Let me break out this tea on Sierra, because girl, this is what we talking about, Sierra. And listen, girl, I'm not judging you, because at the end of the day, live your life, young girl. You only 34 years old. Live your life, young girl. Live your life, young girl. All right. And when I say that, that's coming from the place of me feeling like you doing too much too fast, as you usually do. And when these things turn out in a negative way, we're all gonna be watching you on the internet crying. That's what it feel like. It feel like you're gonna be on another healing journey, calling on to the Lord. Okay. So first of all, let's start here. That's right. Let's start here. Okay, hold up. Can I? It's not gonna let me. I gotta figure out how to make. You know what I mean? How I can get to cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all see this? This is Sierra kissing all up on some man. All up on some man, girl. You and Eric aren't even divorced yet. You and Eric aren't even divorced yet. You and Scooter wasn't divorced when you got engaged to BK. BK still had stains of Beijing on your sheets before you moved on to Eric. Now you are barely out of the relationship with Eric, and now the bitch is pregnant by this nigga. And I'm saying this like this because, girl, if we have another situation where it's a man that turns into a narcissist all of a sudden, don't ask yourself why. Ask yourself why you didn't take the time to be sure that he was who he said he was before you invested. Because you did the same thing with Eric. You did the same thing with Beijing BK. And Scooter, you had been with since high school, if we were correct. Oh, yes. Hold up. Let me read this, and then we're going to go to her Instagram page. Girl, I was on her Instagram yesterday because I was like, girl, I know you fucking lying. Oh, nothing. Just dating my close friend, Tanky brother, who's literally been chasing me since I was 18. Happy New Year, people. Make sure you subscribe to my Ghetto Girl Eats YouTube. We have 4 bomb new interviews you don't want to miss. And the Glamour Tour, new 2024 dates just posted. Let's get this money. See y'all soon. Ghetto Girl Eats entire site is 60% off for the next 12 hours. No code needed. Love you guys. Now go get y'all some romance. Okay, bitch, don't worry about her. Go get your romance. That's what she's saying. And I was like, okay, Sierra girl, have a good time. That's how I was, right? That's how I was, right? And then somebody posted this. And everybody's sitting up here talking about, oh, it's a food baby. They laughing. Girl, that is not a food baby. What fucking food baby stick out that much? Then she got on Instagram Live and her daughter said, why can't she be pregnant? She's only 34. And then she called the man who was in the background of the live her baby daddy. Everybody keeps saying it's a filter, but I don't think that's a filter. It is a filter. It is a filter. It is a filter. Okay. All right. It's a filter, y'all. It's a filter. Okay. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's only a filter. Okay. Okay. I had to blow it up. Okay. I couldn't see that on my phone. I had to blow it up. Okay. Thank God. Oh, my God. False alarm. False alarm, girl. Oh, my God. I was so scared. Because I was going to be like, girl, what you mean you dating and now you up here pregnant? What is going on? I see it. Girl, this. Why the fuck would TikTok make a filter like this? Because girl, and then people kept asking her in a live and they just kept confirming it. Why would y'all play with people like this? I had already bought my seasoning, Sierra. This was unnecessary. I had already bought my seasoning. There was no need. Why would y'all make this into a filter? Girl, TikTok play too much. That's why I don't be over there. Play too much. Too many games going on the app. I still feel like you shouldn't have been on the internet making out with no nigga. I still feel like you shouldn't have been on Beyonce's internet swapping spit with some. That's right. I said it. I'm invested. Okay. I like Sierra. I'm invested. Okay. And I'm tired of her being on healing journeys, coming to us crying and shit because she rushing into relationships with niggas. Okay. I'm tired. I just want my seasoning. And I want you to make it in bigger containers. Why you just can't make the seasoning in bigger containers, Sierra? Why we got to go through all this? Why we have to go through all of this? And the reason why I feel like she shouldn't post no nigga like that, the reason why I feel like she shouldn't be posting no nigga, and you can't really see his face like that, but she said who he was, so it ain't like you could see. The reason why I say that is because I feel like niggas be using her for clout. Like all of that. Yeah. Good times at Sweet Valley High. I know I be on live too, but don't nobody be holding no damn camera. I just be jumping on top of my husband, kissing on him just, in the moment. It happened. We was on live. You could barely even see my ass in the picture, in the video. That's all you can see. I ain't doing all of this. We ain't zooming in and backing up and all of that. I ain't got a camera crew in the kitchen with me. But I just want Sierra to be careful because just like Super, niggas see y'all girls out here winning. They see y'all on y'all shit. They see y'all on y'all money. And they come in acting like they got sense. And then as soon as you make some investment in they fucking ass, now they want to start acting brand new and having your edges pulled back. You on the internet, your face a filter, but you still got one on crying to us. Telling us about how this nigga hurt you. So I just want Sierra to be careful. And it's because I care. You know what I'm saying? As a commentator on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, a supporter of Ghetto Girl Eats. Okay. I just want you to be careful, girl. Be safe. Because these niggas ain't okay. They are for an experience, not for a lifetime. I keep trying to tell y'all. Okay, hold up. I keep trying to tell y'all. We gotta run it. I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free. Okay. Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me. We just be cool in it. We ain't going steady. Call my phone when you want to play. Girl, you know I'm ready. Okay, listen. But that's all that's going on with Sierra. And most of that wasn't even on the show. Okay, I gave y'all a little something extra. Okay, thank y'all for coming through. Because y'all didn't know none of that. Pregnancy pranks aren't funny. It's really not. Like, that's not shit to play with. But you know, it's okay. It's okay because people like to play. People like to play. So it's okay. It's your life, girl. It don't make me no never mind. It ain't my coochie. It ain't my womb. I ain't worried. Okay. I was gonna be upset if in a few months you was on the internet crying to us about how a nigga was playing with you again. Cause girl, you and Eric stressed us out. You and BK stressed us out. You and the first husband, Shooter, stressed us out. Okay? Just chill for a little while, sis. Just chill. Just for a little while. Just wait a while before sugar. Let's wait a while. Wait a while before we go too far. Love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay? Wait a while, bitch. All right, so Yandy is still here. Yandy is still here in Atlanta on my television. Her and Mendices. They still on the show. Okay. She throwing a party for the oldest son, Amir. Judy is supposed to stay at their house. Yandy hasn't talked to Judy in what she says is 2 years. I said, you ain't talked to your mother-in-law in 2 years? Really, Yandy? Okay, no holidays, nothing? Nathan? Not at all? Okay. Yandy volunteered to give her cousin Keisha her eggs because her cousin Keisha is having infertility issues and is also the godmother to Yandy's children. So if I trust you enough to be responsible for my children in the event that I die, then I don't understand why I can't give you eggs so you can have your own baby with our familial DNA. She agrees to do this, but still has to go and talk to Mendices about it. It doesn't seem as if she really needs Mendices okay on the situation. It seems like I'm just going to do what I want to do anyway, but I'm going to I'm going to put some pussy or some head on this nigga. I'm going to buy him something nice, remind him of some sacrifice I've made for him, and he'll get over it. That's what it feels like she's saying. Okay? Yandy bought her daddy a house in cash, so there was no mortgage. Her daddy was very emotional. It was a very beautiful moment. I imagine it is such a blessing to be able to provide for your father what he could not even provide for himself. You know what I'm saying? He could not provide a life for himself in that way. But apparently he was a good father to Yandy. So Yandy is making sure that he's taken care of. And that's a blessing. After they have that real heartwarming Lifetime show moment, she tells Mendices that she's going to give Keisha her eggs. And this turns into her own network show where a man is being completely ignorant, misogynistic, and acting like some type of owner over the woman. Mendices says, so you want people to live a lie, Yandy? You want people to live a lie? Because that would be your baby. That wouldn't be her baby. That would be your baby. That baby will be a sibling to our kids. I don't even want our kids to know that. Because that's a circus, Yandy. What is this? What is this? What are we on? Jerry Springer or something, dude? Jerry Springer has passed away. The show is not on. It wouldn't be Jerry Springer, okay? Maybe Karamo. Update your chip, okay? And you need to update your chip on this whole insemination situation. It's Yandy's eggs. It's not your sperm. You have children that do not belong to Yandy. So why can't Yandy give her eggs to her cousin and have children that don't belong to you? It's crazy for Yandy and her family to raise your or be a part of raising you and Samantha's kid. Because is it more than one or is it just the oldest? I think it's just the oldest, Lil Mendices. They have played a part in loving and taking care of your son as if he's their own, as if he's their biological family member, and he's not. He might be, connected through the other siblings, but essentially they share no blood. And still, it seems as if Keisha be at the house cooking and cleaning and helping y'all. So why the fuck do you want to argue about Yandy giving Keisha her eggs for her to get pregnant and go through labor and then have a baby? That would still be Keisha's baby because Keisha had the baby and Yandy gave her the eggs. You niggas be passing out sperm to the most random ratchet hoes on the corner of 5th and Main. Y'all be doing the most. And you feel like you can get upset and really get ignorant about Yandy's eggs. It feels like you think because you're the man, you have some ownership over her body. And I know everybody wants to feel like that is how it is. And that may be how it is, but I don't think it should be. And I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right for him to have this attitude about it. But I also feel like Yandy and Mendices may be playing for the cameras. I feel like their whole family is down to get this check. And they might be putting on a little show for us. That's what I feel. That's why I'm not raising my voice or getting real upset about this. Because in essence, I feel like Yandy and Mendices and cousin Keisha are acting out a Tyler Perry episode. That's what it feels like. At Amir's birthday party, Judy comes through with cake and tries to give Yandy a half-ass apology for saying that their wedding wasn't real, their marriage wasn't real. And then when they really got married in Dubai, regardless to what Yandy is talking about, we all know that they did not legally get married the first time because Yandy was scared that she may be legally held responsible for any of Mendice's financial, obligations with that RICO case that he went to jail for. Okay. Y'all know he had a lot of dealings with the state, with the government. Okay. So Yandy did not want to be legally tied to him. Smart decision, but still decided to get up on reality TV and play in our faces and act like they were actually getting married, even went so far as to change her last name to his last name, even without providing a marriage certificate. So we know that they weren't married. I think when they went to Dubai, they got married for real. And I think Judy put that out there. I think that Yandy loves to keep up pretenses. And she loved the fact that she was able to hold that wife name, probably so she can hold it over other people's heads or think to herself she's better than somebody because she's a wife, even if her husband is in a federal penitentiary. Okay, he's not anymore, but girl, remember when they recorded themselves with the fur coats on, throwing his jail attire into the garbage can? Dramatic as fuck. This is when you know Yandy and Mendices like to play in everybody's faces and do stunts and shows. And hey, I ain't mad at you, baby. Do what you got to do so you can stay on Love and Hip Hop on Tuesday nights now. Do what you got to do. But I'm just not going to get emotionally invested in it. Judy was supposed to have some apologetic attitude, but Judy doesn't want to kiss Yandy's ass, and she doesn't really want to apologize to Yandy. I feel like at the end of the day, that lady was telling the truth. Get over it. Really, I do feel like that. I feel like get over it. Because essentially, Judy is still going to say and do whatever Judy wants to say and do. And that might rub you wrong, Yandy. It is what it is. That's still Mendice's mama. And she's still, unfortunately, going to be in y'all life until she's not. Wrecking havoc, being loud, and being, gaslighting people and being annoying and shit. That's how she is. That's how she's been. Okay? Still feeling bad for not being a good mother to Mendices when he was a child. So feeling the need to overstep boundaries and, state her dominance and Let it be known she's the mother, even though you should have let it be known with your actions when Mendices was a child looking for somebody to feed him, but you was out in the streets with niggas talking about the neighbors was checking up on you. Bitch, are you crazy? You wasn't at work. You was out with some nigga, leaving your toddler children at home alone without nothing to eat in the house. The fuck is you talking about, Judy? And to be clear, I don't think they really telling the 100 of the situation. Sound like Judy was on drugs, but we're gonna act like that's not the case. I don't think they've ever vocalized that, but that's what it seems like to me. Either way, Yandy wanted an apology. Judy threw the apology out there to make her happy. I apologize. Believe me, I do. I apologize. And everybody at the table was just looking like, okay, Judy, whatever. Then the topic switches to Keisha thanking Yandy for giving her the eggs because they just signed the paperwork. Mendices start saying, I thought that was over. I thought we had deaded that. Why would you think you deaded that, Mendices? Because you didn't like it, so that means it shouldn't happen simply because you didn't like it? Like, to me, it almost seems as if you feel like how you feel about Yandy's body should matter more than how Yandy feels about Yandy's body. And when we talk about how men try to separate themselves from like the Supreme Court. Like, you know how we have these conversations about women being oppressed, and in real life, men in our lives want to argue with us and say that that's not the case. Why do you have the mentality that what you say goes when it comes to that woman's womb? Why do you have that in your mind? Because how the country, how the world works is reflected in the way the people think, in the way the people work. So if the Supreme Court can tell women what to do with their bodies, a body made up of mostly men and women whose minds are being, used by men. Why do you think in real life those same things are not going to happen? They do. They happen all the time, you guys. Men get women pregnant on purpose to trap them, to keep them, to slow them down, make it harder for them to go and get abortions sometimes when they want them. Like, it's a lot of shit that be going on when it comes to men trying to control women's bodies in real everyday life. And even though I'm not rushing to believe this, this is an example of how that may work. A man getting upset and feeling like his word over this woman was supposed to matter more than her own opinion on what she should do with her body parts. He said, I thought we shut that shit down. I thought we shut that shit down. Keisha said, no, we didn't shut anything down. I'm thankful to Yandy for giving me the egg. Keisha, you acting like you ain't know, but it sounded like you knew that he felt a way about it. That's why you kept ignoring what he was saying and just kept going along with thanking Yandy and saying how grateful you were and how hard this has been for you. And it was so funny to watch Mendices try to like throw it out there so that he could get Yandy's father on his side. I didn't like that shit. It reminds me of the way men like to dog whistle to each other for help when they want to bully women into something. And he at first did not want to discuss this in front of the children. But then, it's out the bag now. So then he turns to Yandy's dad and is like, Dad, they want to do this, this, and this. And I keep telling Yandy that's her baby. That would be her baby. And the dad says, no, what they're saying is Yandy's going to give her egg to Keisha. Keisha is going to actually have the baby. It's going to be her baby. The daddy understood it. And then Mendices was upset and wants to walk off because nobody around is in agreement with you that this is a problem or this is a circus or this is everybody living a lie. Y'all are living in a family. Y'all are living in a family. Y'all are living in a family with adults and children. And all of the adults chip in to help the children. So why would it be an issue for somebody else, an adult in the family, to have a baby using another person in the family's eggs when y'all are all helping each other and taking care of each other's kids anyway? It feels fake. But then again, Mendices is one of these, I want to look like I'm progressive, but really I have a lot of ignorant old school mindsets about shit. I have strong opinions about things that I probably would never have had conversations about if I were not in a certain tax bracket now. So you have very passionate, ignorant conversations. But anyway, let's move on from there. Chaotic is still playing in Erica Banks' coochie. Erica Banks is still dressing and looking very 2015, and I want her to upgrade her look. I want her to upgrade her wig. I know a lot of people, look, I'm still getting people, I guess sending shots at me. Girl, I don't know. Um, because of how I feel about the wigs. And I just want y'all to watch the reality shows that I watch. Look at the fucking lace. Look at these wigs. Look at what I'm looking at all the time. Okay? I'm not looking at a good melt. That's not what I'm looking at. Y'all know how melted Latrice's wig was at the reunion show? It had not been that melted the entire fucking season. So yeah, I'm sorry if when I'm watching Bell Collective, Loving Marriage Huntsville, Loving Hip Hop, Married to Medicine. Not Real Housewives of Potomac. They not like that. But it's so many shows where it's like you have not seen these women's own hair texture. You have not seen them wear their own hair in forever. And I just think something's wrong with that. Like, I'm not saying like don't ever wear wigs, but it just kind of seems like I feel like I know where that's coming from. It's not just about, oh, it's easier. Like I don't always feel like that. Sometimes I feel like it's because y'all want to look like an Instagram model. You want to look a certain way. And so you keep gluing these edges down to your forehead with the thick ass baby bangs. And it's just too much. At this point, it's just too much for me. Do whatever you want to do. But when I look at you, I'm still going to be thinking what I'm thinking. Do you? But I still said what I said. I'm tired. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the big top row of teeth that everybody's going to get done. Then I found out motherfuckers can still get cavities under the fake teeth. And so then you got to go and take the shit out and fix the teeth underneath. Why not just keep the teeth underneath? It's a lot of y'all that have like perfectly fine teeth that go and get veneers because you want all of your teeth to be the same. Y'all don't want to have the two big front teeth. Y'all don't want to have y'all don't want to have imperfect teeth. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I want to bleach mine, but the bleach in the stores hurts, and it costs like $700 to get your teeth bleached at the dentist, like the good way. But I want to get my teeth bleached, and I was like, should I? She was like, no, your teeth are perfectly fine. There's no reason to do anything, get veneers or anything like that. Get braces. There's no need. Your teeth are fine. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to keep them like this. And I'm just going to keep flossing and brushing them so that they'll stay healthy. And that's what it reminds me of. Everybody wants to put fake shit over their real shit, and then they don't take care of their real shit. Like that's what it reminds me of. Okay. Candy was good and still is for wearing her own hair. Good. You know what? Half wigs, girl. It's the half wigs. And yes, maybe kinky wigs, okay? Half wigs, okay? Something. Thank you. But it's like I need y'all to look at y'all self. Y'all really be doing too much. And I think I saw somebody talking about how they don't want to talk about the rap girls, kind of stealing from the trans girls, I guess. And everybody got upset about it, but they missing what they're saying. They're not talking about the whole looking like a woman thing. No, you're a woman. Like, you don't need to copy a trans girl in order to look like a woman. But if you compare the way women would do their makeup and their hair and all of that in like 90s, before everybody started contouring their faces and adding and doing big ass wigs and doing fake teeth and getting surgeries to their bodies, that aesthetic was the aesthetic of someone that is trying to add hips where there are no hips because they were born a man. It's shaving down jaw lines and doing all of this extra shit to your face because you're a man and your body is different and not as small and dainty and curvy as a woman's body. So the trans girls will go and get surgeries to look more feminine. And so now women who are already feminine are going and doing these same things, looking like trans girls. I think that's what we're talking about. Makeup that's too fucking heavy, contouring too much, changing the whole shape of your face, constantly wearing, fake long big hair. You know what I'm saying? The way they're doing the bodies now, the titties are sitting up looking all hard and shit. You know what I'm saying? The hips are looking hard, the ass is big, the stomach is little bitty with a little bitty erasable belly button. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls, the girls are very much looking like trans girls and not drag queens, because drag queens are over the top on purpose. They're over the top on purpose. Like that's an art form within itself, being a drag queen. Different than being a trans girl. They're still trying to assimilate and look like a real woman in real life. Drag queens do so much that they don't always look like real natural born women. So when trans girls take a little bit from the drag queen and a little bit from, the natural women, and they blend it together, but it's still over the top. I have to make what looks hard and straight look soft and curvy. You know what I'm saying? And people can get mad about what I'm saying. I'm just being honest. I don't feel like going through the whole, labels, bruh. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? Let's not even go back and forth about who's who and what's what and who's born and what's that. Girl, y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop playing. Okay. So yeah, I do feel like, and you can see it on a lot of the women here. A lot of the women I feel like have gone too far with the surgeries. We was just talking about this not last night, but the other night, about how back in the day, like all of this surgery wasn't even considered something for the black women. Like when my mom was in her like 30s and 40s and white women were getting like, boob jobs and nose jobs and Botox and filler as they were getting older, black women kind of had the we don't have to do that attitude. Like, we don't have to go and get filler. We still look 10 years younger than y'all, depending. We don't have to go and get our titties done. Like for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not to say, y'all, that, babies do all kind of crazy shit to people's bodies and they want to feel good about themselves. I'm not against it. I really am not. But I do feel like there is an attitude about trying to be over exaggerated, trying to look perfect when there is no such thing, to the point where you no longer have what makes you unique and what is really beautiful, which is in flaws, which is in what a person naturally looks like, in them looking different than the next person, not them looking similar or exactly like the next person. And now I feel like everybody's getting the same BBL, everybody's wearing the same type of wig, like everybody's doing the same thing, and everybody wants to look exactly alike. And I don't feel like that's healthy. I don't. But again, it's your body, not mine. To each his own. Okay. But Erica Banks, as I'm watching her on the show, she's one of those people. Like the BBL is ridiculous. Her ass is always out. You know what I'm saying? Like she just always, you just look like, I hate to say it like that, but you just, you look cheap. And as a woman, I hate to say it like that, but why do you always have to look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, it's a costume to me. It's a costume. It's not like how you really look, but it's a costume you put on for people. You know what I mean? It's a video, it's a 2020 video vixen costume that you're putting on. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But again, everybody do what they want to do. But Erica Banks is on the show, letting Chaotic play in her coochie. Carly Red has a grand opening for her second, what is it, Jay's Chicken and Waffles or something like that? Her second location. Shout out to Carly. That's what's up. I'm glad you turned this money into something instead of just popping coochie and using the money to, fill your face and your hips and your ass with, weird objects, unknown objects, bitch. Her new dude is there. All right. He talking her up. You know what I'm saying? It's real sweet. He giving her all of the compliments. It feels like love bombing, and he can barely keep his dentures in his mouth. Y'all, I don't know who these niggas are going to get these top row of teeth done, but the teeth are too big, and I feel like they don't fit. Erica Banks shows up to the restaurant with her ass out, and Carly, is there because they did, she's there because they did a song together. She and Carly did a little song together. They just met, so they don't really know each other like that. Kai is Carly's man, is also the CEO for 1501. Erica Banks, at this point, former record label. She said the record label did not do her right. They was giving her a lot of issues and problems. And, I hate to say it because I feel like every time we discuss this, I say the same thing, but I always felt like one of the reasons why I don't really see it for Erica Banks is because of the way she responded to Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion was going through the exact same thing with 1501, and Erica Banks, because she had just signed with them, let them niggas put a battery in her back, and she got on social media and decided that she wanted to talk down on Megan because she now has signed with 1501. So Megan's experience must be bullshit, right? You want to show your loyalty to these niggas, and they turn around and fuck over you too. And now you mad at Carly because Carly's man is the dude from 1501. So now you don't want to do the song with her and all of this shit. At first, she wanted to do the song, okay? At first. But later on, after she thought about it, she changed her mind. Now, Carly goes to Chaotic's party, all right? Because y'all know he always want princess treatment somebody. And she called herself checking Chaotic about the way he was acting. And to me, this was messy. So when Erica told Carly that she don't see it for Kai because of the way he handled her at the record label and how he's not to be trusted and Carly needs to be careful, Carly got pissed. So Carly goes to Chaotic and starts asking him, what's the situation? You fucking with Amy or you fucking with Erica? Because in the Bahamas, you was acting like you was fucking with Amy. Carly is getting all in these people's business because she wants to cause discourse because she don't like the fact that Erica has a negative opinion about Kai. So she asked what's the deal with Erica, and they discuss the fact that Erica is now independent and no longer on 1501. Chaotic says he got whatever she need, whatever Erica need, she got it. I mean, he got it. He gonna take care of her. That's his girl, And so Carly is like, okay, if that's your girl, then you gonna put up some money for the video shoot. And he says, what about your man? She was like, you the one talking about you got what she need. Erica gets there. And when Chaotic tells her what Carly just said about him giving money for the video, she like, girl, that's your song. What he need to give money for? Where your nigga at? And now I don't even want to put the song out anymore. Carly tells her that she just signed with 1501. Of course you did. Erica said, did I just get replaced by a 50-year-old bitch? I'm like, Erica, shut up. I don't know. Listen, when I say oh shit, I don't really mean it, y'all. Like I feel because somebody said something to me on my Instagram. I just blocked them because they obviously just wanted to argue with me. So I just blocked them. Argue with you motherfuckers on my Instagram. Talking about because I called Joe Budden old. I called Joe Budden old because to me, he's like an ornery old nigga screaming into a microphone about Ari Lennox. That's how it felt, like an angry old man. Not anger of a young man, but the anger of an old man who is stuck in his ways and refuses to grow. That's what I meant when I said that. Older people do get stuck in their ways, specifically older people born in the fucking 70s. Excuse me for noticing, okay? It's just my experience, honey. But ultimately, oh, you're old. All of your comments about old people are getting tired, like whatever that was. I just blocked them. But when I'm, listening to Erica talking about being replaced by a 50-year-old bitch, I got offended by that because essentially, girl, what does that have to do with anything? An artist is an artist. Somebody that is going to sell records is somebody that's going to sell records. Carly's age has nothing to do with it. You should be more bothered by the fact that she can sell more records than you, Erica. That's what you should be more annoyed with. The fuck? Carly says, that's fucked up. Then Carly throws Chaotic under the bus, talking about, but he was fucking with Amy. You need to watch him. Chaotic says, so you coming for me because she came for your man? I'm like, yes, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what Carly's doing. You came for her nigga, and now she's coming for yours. And they just kind of like walk off on Carly because she was like, you need to watch him. You need to watch him. Carly, you need to grow up. You need to grow up. And I have no doubt in my mind that whatever business you have with 1501, girl, you're going to end up just like everybody else, pissed off at the end of it. You run to stupid niggas all the time, too. You ain't nothing but an old hoe doing the same thing that this young hoe doing. I don't know why she thinks she better than you because she's following in your footsteps.